Hey y'all, it's Andrew Reed with Mossy Creek Mushrooms, and today I'm doing things a little bit differently. I don't have Robin with me, and I'm just doing this on my cell phone, so excuse me if the picture quality is not like perfect or anything, but I just want to let you guys know that things are going to be changing up just a tiny little bit. I'm going to be trying to produce more content for you guys in the coming weeks, including this week. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently because right here at 208 Suite A, Old East Andrew Johnson Highway in Jefferson City, Tennessee, we are starting our new shop. So that's part of the reason why I've been so quiet other than live streams. Not to mention all this coronavirus stuff and everything else, which I know has got a lot of people bummed out. And, you know, even the weather kind of is gloom and doom today. But honestly, guys, we're not quitting. We're just getting creative. Things are going okay. You know, we've definitely taken a hit with our restaurants. I mean, we've lost, I'd say 75% of my restaurant business overnight. However, we've got CSAs that we're hitting up and that are taking some of the load for us. We've got a little farm stand Samantha's been running on the side of the road right across the street here from Glenmore Mansion. And yeah, we're just getting a little creative. Yeah, doing some fancy footwork during this time. Thankfully, I have had years and years of dealing direct to my end user, that being my restaurants, and that has saved my bacon because I had warnings before we shut down for most of us. Beyond those warnings, I have a couple of that's a little bit better, right? You guys don't want to be like looking down weird at me. We had luckily one of our restaurants that takes up a lot of our product is still in business. They're still open. They're a very restricted kind of place anyways, and they put in a lot of safety measures. And they are still taking our product, and that's really keeping the lights on and turning everything on for us. My liquid culture sales are staying steady, so thank you guys very much for that, because that's you all saving my bacon there. And my diversified income stream and my amount of contacts I have has really made it to where I'm not suffering the way a lot of people are suffering. I know a few of the guys that have shut down already, and I know a few guys that are getting fancy with their footwork and are putting their time in, and they're having a hard time keeping up. But I don't know, guys. I can't help but feel like this is an opportunity to build something better. Let's just call it Ragnarok, right? The whole cool thing about Norse mythology is it's got a whole gloom and doom scenario built into it, much like Revelations in Christianity, right? And so Ragnarok is a whole creation, destruction cycle. Things are destroyed and they begin again. Well, that's kind of what's going on right now. We're destroying some of our old business model, or rather it was destroyed for us, and now we're building something new. So what I'm going to show you is something new. This is our new office space. Right here will be Samantha's, mine, and Ben's office. Ooh. This wall is coming down. My son, my oldest boy, has already started destroying it. So is my youngest boy. And they're having fun destroying that wall. And then back here, something exciting. A bathroom! Oh my goodness! No. Here we go. It's going to get real dark for a second. Just give me a moment. Boom and boom. This will be my new packing area. This is where we're going to be packaging up all your liquid cultures, your culture orders, and the future spawn, but right now plug spawn and kits. And then right here, in this womb of a room, the pink, this is getting painted, but this is the culture lab. This is where culture, any real clean work is going to be done. So that clean work will then come out right here and be packaged right there. Right there. There we go. It's so weird doing this backwards. Look at that network hub too. Right next to us are the guys that are installing fiber optic for our electric cooperative. So we're getting fiber optic internet, which is pretty exciting. Now, what you guys may not know, or if you have been looking at my post online, you already do know, this used to be the old Farmers Co-op. It was built in 1958, and there's a bad echo in here, I know, but check out these double doors. Let's just go right through them. Out here to where Ben and Collier are working, which Collier's my oldest. So this is the new warehouse, and that is the new grow room. It's all dusty in here. So why don't we go say hi to Ben? We'll walk by. Everything's a mess. Everything's crazy. Things we were needing to do, we're having to get creative on now. So there's Collier. Collier, you mind being on? No. Okay. And there's Ben. And they're putting the new shelves in the grow room. And this will be our first one. We'll have a middle aisle here, another aisle there, and another aisle on the very opposite side here, which is going to be through this door. And we're going to have a catwalk through the top to access the lighting we're installing. Though I think in the meantime, the lighting is going inside the room. Ben's got some baffles here, which I think are... Ben, what'd you say these were? A fire break? Yeah. Or technically a fire break, but we're getting to double them as a... where we've double layered the plastic on these shelves. So here's the clear layer, and then we have a white layer. And what that does is that just basically gives us an air pocket for insulation. I mean, it's not the most efficient thing in the world, but it's going to work. We're going to have room for another grow room right there and another grow room right here. And then all of that area right there, complete with 2 loading docks, all the way to about right there. That is Ben's fabrication shop, where he'll be building you guys baggers and all kinds of cool devices we're working on, that some are top secret and some are not. But it's going to be pretty neat. I'm not going to take you down into... there we go. The murder room, the basement, which is completely under this area here. It used to be for the corn crib, which would be right out that door. We would have trucks back up there into the corn crib. I'm not going to take you down there just because it's dark. And a lot of spiders right now. So we're getting all that worked out. All along here, going all the way forward, all the way almost to that corner, which I'll take you in there in a second, but all of this right here is going to be high density fruiting block storage, which obviously gives us a lot more room to deal with than where we were. We're going to be able to do maitake and black poplar and chestnut and all shiitake, all kinds of slow growers that we don't normally deem worthy in a small space. You know, we've always told you guys to kind of lean towards things that have a quick turnaround and high value and not a long shelf life, primarily because space is such a premium. But here it's not going to be that kind of a premium, so we're not as worried about it. Something I didn't show you was on the other side of that grow room, there's enough room for another grow room. So that's going to give us 4 grow rooms, each one larger than our largest room we currently have. And right now with the coronavirus stuff, our sales have gone down for the restaurants. It's getting loud. I'll come over this way a little bit. Our sales have gone down because of the coronavirus scare, but this has kind of given us an opportunity to reach out to the community a lot more and really just kind of rethink our whole sales strategy, which is going to be a lot more, like normally we do 20% specialties and 80% oysters. And right now, because I'm in kind of a holding pattern with some stuff, we're doing 80% specialties and 20% oysters. Those things, you know, takes 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks to incubate, which means that we've bought time and we have food coming in at a point whenever I think that, you know, your food flow is going to be needed. Your local food system is going to be stretched more so for anything beyond staples that can be shipped easily. So, especially if the crawl, this whole coronavirus thing lasts until August. But good news is we should have this place secure for a very long time. And there's a lot of other cool features to show you. So I'm walking over here to the rest. This is my front loading dock for Mossy Creek, that is. Our front loading dock, I should say. I've just always wanted to own a loading dock. I'm so excited about this ever since I was a kid and like read sci-fi and stuff, and people had docking bays and all that kind of stuff. I've just always wanted to have a docking bay. So now we have two, but two each, Ben and I. This corner right here, where there used to be a paint booth, this used to be a power sports place just before us. That is going to be our experimental station, where Ben, when he builds new experimental pieces of mushroom equipment, will get trialed over there so that they're not taking up space elsewhere. And this right here is that room for the fourth grow room I was telling you about. And then just on the other side of these pillars, starting right here, going right here, that's all going to be production laboratory space. Production laboratory space. Let's step out here for just a second. That production lab will be where we make all of our fruiting blocks, which means I'll no longer be fighting with anyone over fruiting block space. For culture work. I won't have to wait until everybody's done packing production blocks, and we'll be able to keep doing. I'll be able to run culture simultaneously while Jason or whoever's running fruiting blocks, and now I'll have a cleaner lab with a lot less substrate and just a whole lot of fighting going on. By the way, we just stepped through the back loading dock, and check out that view. This is the back pad, and then there is where we've got space for a semi-trailer to back up. So that's neat. This pad, all right here, is going to be where our steamers are going to be rolled out. And I've got some cool steamers I'm going to show you guys very soon. As soon as we get them built, they're going to be economical, and they're good for us because we're going to have a lot of flat space, and they'll be able to be carted around a lot easier. So that's a neat thing to show you guys. I just think it's so cool that I'm going to be able to have a semi-truck back up here. Be able to really ship stuff to you guys now. Not to mention, that right there. Oh, nope, not right there. Right there. That is Mossy Creek. We're right next to Mossy Creek. The last warehouse we were looking at was not anywhere near it. So we get to keep that with our name. This corner is going to be where we have our bagging station. And we've got, material storage, stairs. Let's just go up the stairs, shall we? It's going to be dark. It's not going to be fun video. But all of this is a mezzanine. We have, look at that dramatic lighting. I said, where did you put the treasure? No, I'm just playing. Well, ugly look too. Lights don't work yet. Ben's got a lot of work cut out for him. All of that space, which I know you cannot see, goes all the way out there. So all above our offices is a mezzanine. This place is listed at about 6,000 square feet, 2,000 square feet offices, 4,000 square feet warehouse space. What they don't say is there's another 2,000 feet in the basement, and then another 2,000 square feet on the mezzanine. And they didn't count that for some reason. So, but private lab, the culture lab, shipping docks, and right on Mossy Creek, and an old farmer's co-op. Guys, this farmer's co-op is exactly the place where my grandfather would have come and bought stuff. This has so much history. 1958, this building is not young. And it has some issues, for sure, with us. But it's got history, it's got charm. By the way, Glenmore Mansion, right? Not a bad view when you come out here on the front porch. Look at those old timbers. And if we go out to the side, which I'm not going to do because it's raining and I don't want to get my phone soaked, there's a big co-op sign still on the outside there where this was the co-op. Why don't we go to the corn crib real quick? Don't mind walking into the rain for just a moment on that. I know this video is just all staring at my face, and I'm sorry about that, guys. I wish I had more B-roll and things for you, but just all this stuff going on. I want to be able to talk to you guys. I want to be able to show you things. I want to be able to do this kind of stuff. But I also want to have a higher production value for you, but I just don't have the ability to right now. This is a nice little backup area. And they used to have, let's see, actually I can't turn you around. right here, from the basement, they had a big hole where they could come in through the shipping dock, back stuff up. They could pour grain down into the bottom there. Like there's a ton of black oil sunflower seeds still down there. And then it looks like they had a conveyor belt system or an auger of some sort that used to be here that would would bring stuff up to trucks that would back up there. We got hella security here, so I don't mind the female employee. You know what? Let's just go out in the rain. It's not that big of a deal. We got hella security here, so I don't mind my female employees being here alone anymore. Which the other warehouse I didn't like because it was far away in a really rough place. And this place was only $150 more a month, and it's so much better. Plus our shipping dock access here. We actually own 4 of those. On the other place, we had to go through someone else's, and it was a handshake deal. We had to go through their warehouse space to get to it. I didn't like that. Check it out. Old co-op sign. And we have permission to restore it. So Samantha, being a painter, she's going to get up there and restore. Oh, give me a sec. Might have to find a way for that water to go elsewhere. But I am so excited, guys. I know it's a rambly video. I'm going to be doing my best for you guys to get you some higher production value coming in soon. But I just couldn't wait to share anymore. I'm so excited about this place. I'm so excited to be building the new Mossy Creek mushrooms. Not that I didn't like the old one, because I loved the old Mossy Creek mushrooms, but this new one, this opportunity that has presented itself is going to, it's hard to imagine what this place is going to actually be like once we're finished, because there's so much we still don't know. And I'm really looking forward, even with all the scare and everything else that we've got, to the fancy footwork and the systems that we build in place to become even more resilient for the future. And some days I'm happier about it, and some days I'm not. Today was a hard day. It's a tiring day. I don't know if you guys can tell how tired I am. I haven't slept much in 3 days just because I've been calling people, emailing people, trying to get through everything that might make me a buck in the short term. And but you guys are killing it on those liquid cultures. Thank you so much. I ship out stuff, and you guys, by the time I'm done shipping out stuff for that day, you guys have already got some stuff built up. So you guys are helping me big time. But I'd like to just, beyond thanking you guys for that, it is so meaningful to me that we didn't grow as fast as a lot of people did. And a lot of people, kind of made fun of us for being in a basement for so long, and, just wondered, like we weren't successful because we weren't moving forward. But I gotta say, guys, that we did it on purpose. We talked about it. We had a lot of discussions about not going through distributors, recognizing that it does take a while to build up your sales to the community and restaurants, hitting CSAs. Right now, we're putting signs up on our local billboard. We're putting a shop in the front where I told you the offices were going to be. That reception area in the very front is going to be a little storefront where people can come pick up mushrooms. I'm going to reach out to some other farmer friends. We're going to talk about doing a plant sale here. I've already ordered thousands of tomato seeds and peppers, and a lot of my own pepper varieties I've been breeding for years that we just eat at home are now going to be being sold in just a few weeks, right out here there in that big parking lot. By the way, did you guys see that parking lot? So, not only do we have all this parking, we have all that parking. We have all that parking up till that white truck, and then just right across from it, we don't have that because that is another guy's. But then from there, all the way, all at the front, we've got parking. I have plenty of covered space in front of this dock, so as long as we're not expecting a shipment, like we won't on weekends, I'll be able to do classes here. In fact, guys, we're about to announce a class. A full day long mushroom workshop where we'll go through anything you want, from liquid cultures to fruiting rooms, and you'll be able to see it all right here under, while it's being worked. Now we're planning that for a couple of months out. I want to give people time to schedule stuff properly, to really find out what's going on with this coronavirus stuff, if we have to delay it, or anything like that. But again, I know it's rambly. We're going on 20 minutes, guys, and I'll go ahead and end it there. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this exciting new adventure and helping us figure out this opportunity to figure out our resilience strategies. Not just making the quickest buck, not just growing as fast as you can, but building it on a weak house. Like, build a strong foundation, and don't be afraid to go slow, because every step you take builds on itself. So, guys, join the Mossback Mushroom Syndicate on Facebook. Please follow me at Myco Miner on Instagram, or Mossy Creek Mushrooms. Also has a page that probably would be better to follow than me. But as always, y'all, keep spawning culture.